Welcome back again to the StarLadder I-League Invitational Season 3, taking a look at our second game of the day, first series of the day, as we continue to follow Immortals versus Carlton Esports. Lyrical joined as well by Aosin. My man, how you doing?
Doing good. Waiting to see how this next game pans out. Like that first ban, Sand King. Immortals don't want to deal with that anymore, and Carlton on the other side, they do not want to see that bounty hunter. Both sides showing a great deal of respect to some of the more important heroes from the last game.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that bounty was the hero that kind of, I feel like, exemplified the draft. It was the thing that really made the biggest impact for Immortals at times. Granted, you could talk about like Yuo getting his Radiance, being a Bloodseeker. There was Tiny who was making a lot happen, but like the vision that you gained with it, and then the ability to catch back up after things sort of went south, it felt like it was so good. The Sand King didn't really feel like it had that same effect on me. Like, he made good plays, and he felt like he understood the hero really well, but I don't know, do you think that it's worthy of a first round ban?
Oh yeah, definitely. That Sand King was pretty much like one of the main reasons they were even able to keep it so close in the first place. He pretty much made it so that MJW didn't have the worst time in the safe lane, right? He protected him from the Rasta, set him up with a couple of kills, and then that big turning point was when he picked up the Blink Dagger in the middle of the team fight, hits a big double stun, turns it entirely around, and then his team is able to catch up again. So, like, Sand King actually offered so much to their team last game.
And now we have a tree. Yo, I do not want to be playing in a lane against these two. You're telling me that I got a lane against a shaman and a Treant Protector punching me as anybody? It's just they're gonna get two shot.
Dire team back.
Yep. One shackle, 3-4 hits. Pretty much anyone is dead.
They both have like almost 80 base damage, if not more, for the tree. I don't remember what trees is. But then also we're gonna have a Chen for Immortals. Man, that looks like that could be really hard to deal with the heroes that Carlton have. Like, you don't want to shackles a creep,
5
right?
seconds remaining.
What? Why would you second pick Chen here? They must have something like they must have some plan in mind to pick a Chen this early. Like, Chen has felt very lackluster to me, especially with the changes to the jungle. You don't really farm very quickly, and you have to wait until the first minute before you can control a creep up. So, gonna have to wait and see how they play this out. I hope it's just something like so out there, like offlane Chen and buys a Dagon, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Why not? We'll see if it happens, or if they just want to play it normally, and I don't know. We'll see. By the way, worth noting for all you fine folks out that have been following Dota 2 news, the Winter Shuffle apparently was just tweeted as on. So the final roster change window before the end of TI is starting right now, which is kind of crazy to me. There's only going to be 2 like player roster swaps available if you want to actually play in TI. So I think, if I'm reading this correctly, and again, we'll get back to the game in a second, but this is sort of rather large news that I like talking about every now and then. If I'm reading that correctly, that means that if you have a team that wants to be directly invited to TI, the team that you put together with this roster has to be that team.
Radiant team ban.
And if you want to be a part of the like direct invites to the major qualifier, or to the TI qualifiers also.
Well, it looks like they're promoting, like, you know, long-term teams rather than just short-lived teams that just
10 seconds
in the past traditionally have, you know, disbanded within a month or a week.
I guess it also means that you're not going to be able to like buy up players at the last second to get like form a new roster that suddenly gets to get invited to TI. But I wonder if that's going to happen like right now. Maybe nobody has enough qualifier points that it's worth it. I don't know. And like that means also if like Universe doesn't get a team before he finds before he's able to like join a squad, then all of those qualifier points that he has are going to be lost as well. They have to play through opens.
That's a good reminder. I wonder where he's going to go.
Yeah.
I mean, he's without a doubt like the best free agent on the market right now.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
I have no insider
remaining.
info, so I have no idea.
I don't either. But well, regardless, we'll get back to the game now.
Remaining.
Things to ponder as we get ready to go into this game number 2. Gyrocopter, Phantom Lancer, Puck, and the Bloodseeker all banned
Dire
out.
team pick.
We've got the Weaver and now the Beastmaster. Oh my god, this is going to be so much push. I guess just physical damage in general.
I hope we see a Venge then. Just like really commit to it. Pick the Venge, get the auras going, Beastmaster Venge, a classic
10
combo.
seconds remaining.
And what's another good one? I think
Drow.
Lightning's really good.
Yeah,
I don't think you want to get Drow because Drow like makes it so that your lineup is kind of squishy.
I guess that's true. Luna? Is that...
Luna's also very squishy. You want something that actually like provides utility to the team as a whole, because like you're gonna be deathballing anyways. So Luna kind of does that, but she's also very squishy. So
Legion Commander.
oh, Legion Commander.
I mean, that's great
This
against
is-
Deathball.
They're very scared of that potential push as well. So overwhelming odds, one of the better spells to just instantly call off like a push. But
What about like Abaddon?
oh, I like that.
10
That's pretty good.
seconds
Like, it'd have to be
remaining.
safe lane though, which means like Kyo's playing something out of the mid most likely.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't think they're gonna pick Abba though.
Yeah. I mean, if you're fully investing in this type of a strategy, then that might be a pick, but I would imagine they'd have some versatility too, because like Immortals doesn't seem to me like an all-out push team. They feel
Dire
like
team
more of a
banned.
all-out run at you team, which I guess Tiny fits.
All right, I can get behind this. I like it. The thing is, they don't have to commit, right? These heroes are just good on their own anyway, so you don't have to commit to a push. But I was like thinking more along the lines of something like Venge
10
Medusa,
seconds
for example.
remaining.
Then you can actually push really fast, but you also have very strong late game,
5 seconds remaining.
and you also have good setup and team fight in the mid game. So, but Tiny is going to be their choice. I definitely like the burst potential. Very good for dealing with the Weaver. They definitely don't have enough for the Weaver right now.
Radiant team ban.
They ban out OD. They could think about I was gonna say like a Timbersaw for CES, but I don't know if that actually like it's again like one of these situations where there's heroes that I feel like they
10
kind of need to have to
seconds
deal with
remaining.
what's coming. What do you feel like is lacking in either draft right now
Radiant team pick.
For Carlton?
for either team?
For either team? Well, Immortals definitely need their KO hero. That's what they're
Dire
missing.
team pick.
And it's gonna be...
Huh.
Hmm.
That
Well, I wasn't expecting this one, but there's some really cool ability on the other team that he can steal. Morphling definitely not as easy to
10
play right now,
seconds
but
remaining.
if you know how to play it, he's still really, really
5
strong. I think
seconds remaining.
Paparazzi is the one who played it recently in Captain's Draft, and I mean, he made it look pretty good. I mean, there are times where it didn't look so good, but it's definitely, the potential is definitely there.
Now select your heroes.
oh, and now we have a last pick Shadow Fiend. It's some burst damage for Annihilate. And Wolf is going to be playing on the Weaver, another one of those slippery type of heroes. I feel like I kind of like the Carlton Esports draft a little bit better. The big question mark for me is going to be Mario on this Treant Protector and what he gets done. I guess the other one is Febby for the Chen.
So this is here's the issue I see. The thing is, this Chen and this Beastmaster, I think this is like really good synergy here. If Febby's just pretty much going to do the exact same thing he did last game, where he's just going to be dual laning with MSS at the start, and I think if they get off to a
10
good start,
seconds remaining.
this is actually going to be so much pressure from just two heroes.
5
Yeah.
seconds
They're going to have to
remaining.
commit more than 3 heroes to deal with at the early game. And I mean, we might see a potential, like 2 tower takedown before the 10-minute mark if things get like really out of hand. I don't think that's going to happen, but at least a tower and a ton of pressure in one lane that Carlton's going to have to address. So that's my prediction. This is very much a, as usual, let's make space for QO type of game.
The classic that we see from Immortals. And we'll have to watch and wait and see as we hop into game number 2. All right, let's hop into this one as we've got SF, Shaman, Weaver. I mean, the other thing that I kind of love to see is like Shaman shackles into just bunch of raises on somebody's face.
Prepare
It's terrifying.
for battle.
Oh, did you see that?
What?
Febby just wholly persuaded Dubu, so he sent him back.
I like that. That's great. That is one thing you can do though. That I've seen a couple of
What?
times.
He sent back MP.
All
Febby
right.
is just trolling his team. Imagine
gonna
if they
do it
ran into
again?
Imagine if they ran to a 5-man smoke right now.
Oh my god, he's gonna go do it to MSS.
Oh, he actually did it! Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Okay, no, this one makes sense. This
All
one
right.
makes sense. Oh man, this is like some old school tactics. You know, this is what Beastmaster used to do.
Really?
When Beastmaster used to go
30
into the off
seconds
lane,
to battle.
he would cut the set of trees. So you see the off lane trees here?
Uh-huh.
He would cut this giant set of trees so he can see into the woods in case he got ganked.
Mm-hmm.
But he did it for the safe lane, and it's kind of like it's supposed to throw off Carlton. You know, they're kind of making him think that Beastmaster is supposed to be down here, but MP is going to reveal himself.
MJW just threw a tree, which Legion saw though, and yeah, they're gonna be able to see that. So oh my god, are they gonna get no runes? What?
Interesting.
That's I mean, this one's gonna chill here for a while.
So Febby sent back the range creep.
Yeah, this is what I was gonna talk about. And he can keep sending these back, so it's like the next level where you'll have 2 range creeps coming in with the next wave, and well, maybe even a third one there.
I think like one of the main reasons why he's doing this is because it's like so risky to try this against the tree and the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah,
So this is the next best play. This is so clowny.
he's just not gonna have any creeps. They can do this for at least another like little bit of the wave, but what else are you gonna do as a Chen?
Yeah, there's nothing else you can do. So yeah, definitely one of the better plays you can actually go for. It's just so goofy to look at.
And Dubu just gonna stand in the lane and enfeeble the Shadow Fiend whenever he gets a chance to. The cast range on this is pretty ridiculous, and so QO should have a very free lane. It's sort of the way it goes.
Oh, Annihilate's still doing a good job. He's got 5 souls. I think like this Bane is not going to be as effective as they hope for. The thing is, like against a Shadow Fiend as well, I think they kind of anticipated to some extent that the Bane is going to be doing something like this, and Shadow Fiend's actually one of the better heroes against the Bane that spams Enfeeble against you because you can always last hit with raises.
He's still getting these last hits, even with that enfeeble. Or no, he was going for the denies there. Excuse me. Yeah, that was Morphling that was getting him.
9 souls.
Not bad for being this heavily prioritized. So what's the trade-off then? Is it just that MSS is kind of left completely alone over here?
Yeah, this Beastmaster is going to have to do a lot for their team right now. If you look at the safe lane, MP, not exactly the greatest matchup for the Tiny this time around. Legion Commander actually pretty good against the Tiny here by himself. So he's looking very healthy. Double rune as well as a haste. Yeah, this LC is going to be a problem for Immortals later.
MJW thought about running mid with that one. Does have 2 points up in overwhelming odds, but it's just going to come back to lane, farm a little bit more, and still a very passive game as we get ourselves started, as the smoke rotation is going to come from the Shadow Shaman, as he might run into Dubu here, and that would be a nice pickup for them. I don't think they can get QO, right? Or I mean, if he's all alone, I guess.
They can get him if they shackle him before he morphs.
They're going to stack right now, so this could be good.
It's still a very difficult kill, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it's daytime. He's going to break his smoke at some point, and then he's just going to start morphing. So
Yeah.
it's the right play here to just run away.
He's coming back again, but not really getting that much done. frustrating start, I'm sure, for him. It does still leave a 1v1 down bottom here, and as you said, Legion Commander getting a little bit of the better of the Tiny so far. She keeps on canceling salves and just putting the hurt on him. Top lane, MSS gonna TP back to the tower and live through it all as Febby is gonna rotate in with his Ripper.
Thanks.
Oh, Shackle? Or not?
This is the one worry I have for Immortals right now. This Febby's Chen hasn't really been able to do much here. He's helped MSS get quite a bit of levels in the early game, but running around with the wild wing. I'm gonna say wildkin, but like this is all he's been doing. Is 4 minutes in, he's still level 1. Hasn't really hit the jungle either.
Yeah. Now he gets his bounty runes taken away as well. Not what you want to have happen. Dubu rotates mid, puts the punish on a Shadow Fiend. And I guess that's the other thing, though, is like, well, QO isn't really leading that much in terms of levels either. He's definitely out farming him. But Shadow Fiend's a hero that can catch back up.
This isn't like... Shadow Fiend is definitely, suffering a little bit, but not enough. He's done such a good job in keeping up. And this is not worth the trade-off that's going on in these side lanes.
MSS gets taken down, first blood. Shadow Shaman almost has arcanes at just under 5 minutes. We're gonna need to pause for a second as there's some mic issues going on.
Yeah, that's what happens when you just kind of like do side pulls and then get a first blood. First blood always gonna help you towards arcane boots. It's the best feeling ever, by the way. When you get the moment you get arcane boots as a support, it's like the best feeling.
They're bringing in the Mind Stealer, which can, do a little bit of mana burn action in here. So frustrating to play against. But Febby, on this Chen, we're having reservations about it, and it seems like it's pretty well founded.
So it's, still a little early. Let's wait to see how it pans out when he gets a bit of levels. See if his micro is on point.
JW, toss bottom. They have a duel. They didn't go for the overwhelming odds first, though, and underneath the tower, is he going to be able to find it? Doesn't get the dual damage, but will get the kill. Can't trade aggro, but the bottle, and he is going to go down.
It was a nice try, but this LC, he's going to be a problem. He's doing so well against this Tiny right now. This matchup is just so bad for MP. Like, look at the net worth difference.
Yeah.
He's like 900 gold ahead of the Tiny.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Rotation in for Febby. Wolf almost goes down there. It's a nice play, but they are going to end up losing Mario as Rain Sap is there. Febby TP's back home. Wolf might get Hadoukened here if he's not careful. Also do have
They see him.
look in, trying to find it. Can he hit it? Ah, they got the tree heal. He's going to toss one out. He does clip him with it, but not quite enough damage.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little worried for this Tiny right now. This is kind of like how the Lycan felt last year.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
JW constantly spamming him out with these. They are able to break his ankles a little bit.
Dire's
He
bottom
running
tower
away.
is under attack.
There's like one other hero here. Just get the heck out of here. I don't want to see you anymore. You could think about maybe making a rotation and finding a
He's
kill.
gonna run into the Rasta.
Yeah. Shackles. Oh, no. Can't get it.
Yeah, he wanted to buy the bottle from the secret shop, so I could like take such an awkward route. Both of these side laners trying to stay ahead of each other with this bottle, but MJW picked it up like much earlier, and he collected so many bounty runes. I'm pretty sure MJW has already collected 6 of them.
Jump forward, duel again, caught him out, not going to get the damage, but maybe are going to be able to find the kills. Shackles broken by the avalanche. Good play by MP yet again. Top lane. Ibu, found by Wolf and Mario. Has the leech seed on him, and
This is where you...
Radiant's
I was gonna say this is where you try
bottom
to
tower is under attack.
deny yourself with Nightmare, but I don't think it does damage anymore, so...
yeah.
I'm kind of surprised he threw away a TP like that, though. I don't think he should have
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Duo. Still fine. 4 seconds till the next raise. They have this rotation with the roar ready, but Annihilate spots them out over to the side, and just gonna say I don't want any part of that. Ace turn picked up. Maybe a kill top.
Cutting all the trees. Is there any detection? There is one sentry.
And
Yep, gonna get him.
down. All right, another chance here as they're tackling the Satyr.
I just want to clear out this stack.
Yeah.
They want to make this LC snowball as soon as possible because he's on track to do so.
Yeah, MP has definitely been hurting in this one. Kind of curious to see what the MJW build is going to be. Is he goes immediately into like a Blink Dagger, or if he wants to go Shadow Blade or something first. Yubu? He's found yet again. Mario is there. They're going to have the Leech Seed to use on him, and the Punch as well. As this guy does a lot of damage. Could Brain Sap or maybe Nightmare himself? He's still living regardless.
He wants to stay around. He's got one brain sap, so he needs to be a little careful here. Oh, okay. I thought the Treant was going to reach him in time.
Ooh, let's try with the Stomp there, but Bebby can't hit it.
Found a ward though.
Yeah. Looks like Annihilate's gonna go for the drums build. Keelo's been fairly absent. He's moving up top like we saw and trying to take down this tower. There's the roar onto the tree as he's gonna get press the attack off and he's able to back away. Wolf is also here. Sort of juking and jiving around. They have the duel.
He can't morph.
What?
He can't morph.
Why didn't he? There's so many questions.
He can't.
Right, but I'm saying that like, why wouldn't he have like, you know, waveform or started morphing earlier? Or
I mean, he probably didn't expect it. I mean, he's not exactly that squishy either. He's sitting at about 700 life. Either that or maybe he just forgot that you can't morph anymore.
I mean, you couldn't ever morph for duel, right? It silences you, doesn't it? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure you can morph.
Okay.
The only thing that stops you. The only thing that doesn't allow you to morph was Hex.
Okay. Oh. We're 3K gold lead right now in the favor of Carlton. As the tree goes invis, so close to level 6, which could make a big difference, but it looks like they don't want to stick around. Just gonna TP away and maybe look to do something elsewhere across the map. Sleep onto the shaman. He has his wards, but it'll be tough to drop those when he is roared. Top lane, a battle, also a Bruin as Mario is there. He's so close to getting that level 6 press. The attack duel is down, trying to kill him off the stomp to interrupt it, and MP maybe gonna drop. They have the Ava coming in, but it's not gonna be enough. They do find that kill and gonna take down the Chendabu.
You call those things
Double for MJW.
2 big pickoffs, and definitely helping these supports. Both of these supports now level 6, so this Treant can set up as well as this Rasta if he wants to go for pushes. And MJW only 500 gold away from the Blink Dagger. I mean, this is going to be a lot of pressure on the map for Immortals when this Blink Dagger comes up for the Legion Commander. There's going to be a Treant, going to be stalking people, and then a Blink Dagger to follow up or initiate. So
my waters rise.
Yeah, see, so if he starts morphing, there's no chance.
Yeah. Penitence there to force him back. I was kind of wondering if we were going to see Annihilate just go like blink BKB, and he just like blinks on top of whoever's getting dueled and ultis.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I guess they need him to be a bit more of a damage dealer.
Yeah, I think he's just going to go for like a pretty traditional build. I think if he's going to pick up drums, they probably want him to fight early, so you just buy Sanjin Yasha like a cheap item.
You can send back on the duel, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, catch there. Trying to turn it. The ulti is out. QO taking some damage. Switching over to Morph, but still is going to start to fall on down there. Mario hanging on. Is he going to be able to keep the rest of his buddies alive? They find that dual win. The first one of the game. And MSS goes down as well. They're all living.
That was a lot committed to. Like, that was a roar, a grip. They even used Hand of God, and it wasn't even close. That was like the worst position to take a fight in. Not to mention, wards were committed as well, so they were trapped on the high ground with wards blocking one side and a Shadow Fiend blocking the other. It was not a fight that they should have taken.
No. Well, they are still at least getting some push going with Febby up top here. The scary part is that it's not happening quickly enough, and now Mario is going to be able to scout them out here in a second.
Oh, he's going to get found. They're going to kill him.
Trying to get him.
Going
There's
back.
the toss back. He does have overgrowth. Turns on it. Now with Wolf here as well, he might be able to make enough of a turn. Has leech sheet still. They come in hot, trying to take down the Chen. They are going to be able to get that kill. Mario lives. Almost getting them with the Hurl Boulder. Nah.
That's free gold. Oh, those 2 rocks. But thank you for the gold.
Well, a 4,000 gold lead, and there isn't a bounty hunter in this game for Immortals to try and catch back up.
Bottom lane.
Oh, God. Well, MSS making something happen for his team. He needs to. He has no points in Call of the Wild.
Yeah, this is like the new build that a lot of Beastmasters have been going. They go the just max axe and max inner beast build because of how wild axes work now. Like, it just does so much damage because of the damage amp.
Yeah. Legion trying to find a position to get into for a duel if people want to rotate. Yubu and QO are up in the top with Wolf here as well. They're going to TP in one. It's the Shadow Fiend, and now a jump forward looking for that catch on MP. They don't want to overextend, but now they found themselves one, and MSS just says he doesn't want to be there anymore. There's going to be an avalanche to try and get away, but the Raze finishes them off.
30 damage for LC now. This is not looking good for Immortals. And the worst part about it is that they have a Chen on their team. Like, this Chen has not exactly accomplished too much, and if they're behind, like, I feel like he's just not going to be able to do much at all this game.
Yeah. Well, they do get that kill at least onto the Weaver, but it really feels like it's MJW that's the real carry here.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Maybe not. Maybe it's the Shadow Fiend,
Radiant's
actually.
bottom tower is under attack.
At 16 minutes in, a 3,000 gold lead. How are you seeing this unfold for both of these teams here? Are you seeing sort of any time when Immortals are going to start to be able to get more stuff done?
Yeah. This is, they're already trying to. This is a good start. Really unpredictable, but they do it so fast because of the medallion as well as the aura from the Beastmaster. But I think the main thing you're actually asking about is, like, it basically comes down to this Morphling. This Morphling is going to be, you know, dishing out all the damage. They just need to make it so that he is able to reach, you know, the standard Lincolns and Ethereal Blade. Once he has those items, I mean, it's just like game over for one character. But until then, I think their backs are against the walls. Like, there's just a lot of pressure coming out of the Dire side.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They have a ward right on top of QO, but now they see that Lincoln Sphere has been brought out. I wonder if we maybe have, like, for Legion, are you just looking to try and pick off the other people with duel then?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's like past that time where he's like gonna be farming. Like, he doesn't need to farm at all.
Yeah.
Okay, like, you should definitely just be looking to find people to kill off. Like, he's been waiting down here for a very long time to find this Morphling, but not gonna be, you know, the best play here since he does have Lincolns as well as the Aegis. So Morphling is not gonna be a kill that can be easily accomplished for Dire.
Yeah. Smoke up. MJW going to be immediately broken. Needs to run away. Blink before the roar. Now they realize that gank is coming.
Radiant's middle tower
Shadow
is under
Fiend
attack.
runs into them instead, and now he's just going to get tossed into the roar. Wait, press the attack. Maybe take it off. It's already been used. Annihilate's dead.
Dire's bottom tower
Very
is under
odd.
attack. Radiant's
They wanted
top
to make a
tower
play
is under
happen
attack.
because of the fact that the Shadow Fiend just picked up Sanj and Yasha. They're probably thinking like, you know what?
Dire's
pretty strong right
bottom
now. I think we can
tower
do
is
this.
under attack.
Yeah.
Oh, the courier! Oh, that
Radiant's middle tower
immune.
is under
Dubu,
attack.
is he gonna find him here? He's so fast.
Dire's
And
bottom
he
tower
sweeps him.
has fallen.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Dire's bottom tower
That is
Oh,
bad.
God. What is happening?
structures
All right,
are fortified.
route to break it. MJW has pressed the attack again and trying to run. Goes down. Meanwhile, the
Radiant's
base.
top
The
tower is
base.
under attack.
How is this happening? They were just behind and now they're all dead. What the hell? They just lost a tier 3 tower. Double buybacks. Somebody press the emergency, get the hell out of here switch. They send back 2 and Febi's gone also. Oh my God.
Well, just like how we were, focused away from the base, looks like Carlton was also not focusing on their base. Lots of tier 3, lose nothing for it. Classic Immortals.
And force 2 buybacks also.
This is the type of team that plays better when they fall behind. I feel like they purposely make it so that they're never too far ahead. If they're too far ahead, they don't know how to play the game anymore.
Triple raise hits there. That's a lot of damage. QL still hanging on to that Aegis, not too afraid. It's down to max Agi, so he can regen more quickly.
Dire's
Suddenly, he's
middle
back
tower
up to
is
full
under
again.
attack.
Taking over
this-
catapult.
Yeah, taking over the catapult is the best thing that you can do as a Chen.
All right, we've got some rotations coming in now. The Treant Protector is in the area. They spot out that ward. Not wanting to get found. Another one is down. As we do see a couple of heroes move in here. Shadowblade on the Tiny. They don't have eyes on Mario right now. We'll see if he goes in on him. They have a duel ready as well, but they need to break the Lincolns first. Can do it with Leech Seed while they're invis. They have a Necrobooks level 3 though, so if they pop this right now, they will
Dire's
spot the
middle
tree.
tower is
He
under
drops down
attack.
another ward, giving them vision. Find out MSS. Still the battle for this tier 2 is ready to be set.
Dire's middle tower is under
Dubu.
attack.
Team script ready.
Oh, they're going in for it.
Radiant's bottom
Abba
Toss back.
toss back. He is gone. MJW roared as well. And now the grip onto the Weaver. They managed to get the overgrowth at the very least, which means that Weaver does get out of there. But a disastrous series of events. They know that Legion doesn't have buyback.
Dire's middle
Mario
tower
gets
is under
revealed. They
attack.
walk up onto high ground.
This-
He's dead.
This Weaver TP'd into that fight from bottom lane. He
Dire's
can't even
bottom
come back.
barracks are under attack.
Oh, God. All right.
Radiant's
This is
bottom
game,
tower
I
has
think.
fallen. Dire's bottom
They're
barracks.
actually just going to
Well,
lose.
It might not be game, but it's 2 sets of racks.
Dire's bottom
It's looking pretty bad.
I mean, it's like if Shadow Fiend buys back right now, he's just dead. They have to wait for Tree. They have to wait probably for
Yeah, they just
Legion.
call
Good
it.
game is done. It's how did this happen?
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
It's the immortal factor. dude.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You think it looks bad for them, and all of a sudden, the victory screen shows up. Immortals has won.
I'm not gonna lie. You know, I keep chat open every now and then to make sure that there's no like stream issues or something, to make sure that the frame rate's all good. And every now and then I look in. There's a 5-minute delay. Everybody is like, "Lol, Immortals, lol, gonna lose." They just freaking won. Like you never expect it. Literally 5 minutes
no.
ago, they were down like almost 4,000 net worth, and we're looking like Carlton were just gonna be able to run away with it.
Well, that was something else. That was another game of game's over in 3 minutes type of game right there. Just take a look at the graph. About 19 minutes.
Yeah.
Where everything begins to shift into Immortals' favor, and then at 22 minutes, the game is over.
Blink Dagger for Febby apparently was the item that they needed. Now, it's probably the Necro level 3, I guess. The Lincoln's on QO. Getting the Aegis again. That first Aegis.
That first Aegis actually was like a very big part of their success.
Yeah.
Like that's what gave them the strength to just like mow down buildings, made it so that Carlton couldn't fight them, and then surprise, surprise, we're knocking on your tier 3. They take a tier 3. They give themselves like a big enough of a golden injection to where they're just strong enough to do whatever they want at that point. Like there just wasn't any answer from Carlton.
Well, ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a couple of short games, but we still have a lot more Dota 2 action to come. I believe we have a fairly extensive break, though, because they ended so quickly. I'm going to double check with the admins real quick, but if what I am thinking is right, it would mean that we would start again at 5 p.m. Pacific time, which would mean that you have about an hour and 15 minutes. So if you want to go get a drink, play a pub, whatever, what have you, we'll be hanging out. Steven, any final words here before we go to a break?
No, I'm good. I'm just enjoying the rain here in California. It's been a while.
Is it raining down in Southern California?
Yeah, it's raining really hard. It's great.
Nice. It's just been raining here forever in Oregon. That's all it does is rain here, which I like. But we went out to the dog park and my dog rolled around in mud, so I might give her a bath while we're waiting between the games. All right, ladies and gents, thanks so much for watching. We'll be back in an hour and 15 minutes. You can follow us on Twitter if you want at Lyrical Dota, at AosindDota. Continue to follow the StarLadder qualifiers as well as this is going on. It's at what is it? God dang it. At Dota SLTV to follow that as well, and then at Beyond the Summit, of course. So we'll be back in an hour and 15. I'll throw the timer up, put some music on, and we'll just hang out while we wait for our next match, which is Complexity facing off against 5 Turtles. See you guys then.